All right, so let's talk about Apple. This is a stock that I don't talk much about, but I need to because it's the biggest stock in the world, and a lot of people's invested in Apple. So Apple's solid, right? But I think I see troubles on the horizon, and I'm going to show you those troubles, and you can let me know if you agree. Let's get to it. All right, so here we go. Apple stock, looking at the weekly. And if you're new here, please subscribe and check out some of the other videos of my stock analysis. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Anyway, so here we are. Apple trading at 125.43. You know, if you follow Apple, you know this thing has trouble just about once it hits the 130s, right? It topped at 140 to high 145. It lasted a split second before it came straight down to 120. And that's kind of part of the problem, but I'm going to break it down real simple to you. All right, so this is the weekly chart, and let's just follow it along. Let me clear all the drawings. And these circles, by the way, that I had drawn, these are basically the points that it bounced. But I'm going to clear everything out because we're going to start from scratch. So let's clear all these drawings out and just I'm going to show you what I see, and it's pretty simple. I'm going to start right from here. You see the downturn up. Higher, high, down, higher, low, up, higher, high, higher, low. Little problem right there, but I'm not going to count that. I'm going to count. Get my line tool. I'm going to count this as the higher, high, higher, low, and then right? This one is obvious. There's definitely a change in the pattern right here and in the structure. So this is what is concerning me. And then the overhead for the stock, let's just talk about it real quick. And it's the whole trial, the antitrust suit with Epic Games, where the last couple of weeks has been in court, and this week I think they're getting ready to do closing arguments. Right, so come sometime around August is when the judge is going to come out and say, you know, Apple, you guys are charging 30% for your Play Store. It's a little bit too much. And maybe he orders to decrease it. Maybe it's a monopoly. I don't know. But if that does happen, if Apple has to charge less for their apps in the Play Store, the stock is going to go down, right? That's taken away from earnings, revenue. So I think that's a little bit of the overhead. That's definitely the problem right now. And it comes out in August. So I just think I see a cap, at least until then. And then earnings is also somewhere around there as well. Let me see, January, March, April, May, June. Actually, probably be the end of July somewhere. All right, so that's the overhead. And I think that could be the problem. But that doesn't matter because we're talking about technical analysts. But just keep that in mind as we move on. All right, here we go. All right, so I showed you this right here, right? We didn't make a higher high. Now I'm going to show you something interesting. Well, before I do that, let's look at the stochastic. Got the wrong line tools out, man, right? So you can see how it's just a downtrend. I didn't really see that before. And you have kind of still an uptrend. So that's a divergence, right? Meaning that something's going to give. Most likely, it's probably going to be the price heading down to the downside. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but that's a divergence. Something is going to give. All right, so what I want to show you now is the monthly chart. So let's look at this monthly, and this one is interesting. This is almost a telltale, and I'm going to go ahead and clear those charts out one more time. And let's bring out my circle tool. And basically, when you look all the way back here, 2013, before every downturn, you can see how Apple has crossed my purple line. By the way, the purple line is the 20 period moving average. This is the monthly, so this is a 20-month moving average, and every downturn has brought it below that, at or below, right? So right here, you can see it crossed. Right here, I do got my circle tool out. You can see it's crossed, it's below, right here. It's below before it bounced, right? Right here, it touches and bounced. Oh my gosh. Look how far away we are before, right? So if this thing were to pull back, most likely, because it did it every single time since 2013, it'll probably come down and test this area, right? So where is this area? Sitting right at the 100, right now. So that's what is concerning me. Also, let me bring you down to the stochastic real quick. All right, so you got your oversold, overbought, oversold, overbought. If you look at these were great times to buy, by the way. When the stochastic sits down here with Apple, I got the wrong tool out again. When it sits down here with Apple, these are great times to buy. And if you see that happen on your chart, scoop it up. And it's almost every chart, but definitely with Apple, obvious, definite buying points. But when you look at the overbought area, right above here, 80, look how it lasts for 2 years, right? So let me get my proper line tool out and draw it. 2 years, right? Just goes down. By the way, when this goes down, stock's going down. 2 years, right? Going down. When that goes down, the stock goes down. About 2 years. About 2 years right now. Look how it kind of almost lines up with August. And when this starts to go down, because you can see these are damn near spaced out perfectly. It's giving us a perfect, like an EKG on somebody. You know how you get those little stickies on your chest and you're going to the hospital? That's what Apple's doing right now. And it's going to give us the perfect heartbeat coming down. I mean, we only can look at what it's did before. And the thing about this one, it's perfect. It's perfect. So we have that higher low. Excuse me. We have that lower high. Excuse me. We have that lower high. And it's right about the time where this needs to dip. Right? And come back. And where does it dip to? Always dip to my little 20 period moving average. Right, and that puts it right at 100. Now, if we go back to the weekly, see 100, you could see how it is support. Got the wrong tool out. Come on, Dre. This is a support area, right? So that's my target for Apple. Now, I have some long call spreads, not long call spreads. I got some short put spreads myself, some leaps. I think the 125 is 120. I gotta consider giving them up as we get into, because I believe they expired 2022. As we coming into the home stretch of those options, I don't really need this thing to be slicing right through. So they're already profitable because I had them for a while now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull them and find maybe a better choice to put those leaps on. So that's my view of Apple. So what do you think? All right, now I gave you a possible catalyst that's gonna bring it down, and I showed you the EKG of Apple, just the pulse. Every 2 years, just perfect, right down to the oversold area on the stochastic. So let me know what you think, and we was able to target it from how it goes down with the previous downtrends, and that's gonna bring it to the 20 period moving monthly average, which is right about 100. Which happens to be at support. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm correct. Let me know you think I'm full of S. Let me know your feelings about Apple. And if you have any trades on, I want to know about that as well. Thanks for watching, man. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, like, comment, share, all of that. And check out some future videos and the past videos, because they dope, man. Check them out. On Dre Trades 2. I'm out.